We're here at Heron Island for the coral spawning, on country spawning. So we're out here for probably the biggest time of year for the corals, where they all broadcast spawn together. So we're out here trying to utilise that natural process to try and restore the coral reefs. The rangers and what they're doing on this project is really, they're going to learn the fundamental skills of coral larval restoration, with the idea here being underpinned with marine monitoring as well. So they can look at country, assess country, and report back to their community about how healthy country is as well. But also be able to take the skills they develop on this project and translate it back to their ranger organisations, so we can get many more ranger organisations starting to do coral larval restoration, with the hope that there's about 78 groups on the Great Barrier Reef, and if we can get most of those groups doing coral restoration, we have a good shot at helping protect the reef from climate change.
There's groups that don't know how to look after the reef, so it's a good thing that we're working with AIMS and collaborating with them, because a lot of our knowledge got lost. So it's good that we were working with them and bringing all that back, you know. So I think we need to continue on doing that with AIMS, with all the TA groups. Yeah.
We are learning off each other and what happens on your sea country, my sea country, and then mob up north there. So I'm learning a lot from these other mob. And the one thing that connects us is our passion for sea country.
Two-way sharing is definitely an important part of learning. So over the past few years, we've been working a lot with traditional owner groups, learning both ways on how coral reproduce. So obviously we have quite a lot of technology that we have developed at AIMS in terms of systems and how best grow the corals, but also learning from local communities on how the population of corals have performed over the past years. Because what's important in this relationship is that there are traditional owners who are on country and who are interested in looking after sea country, and they are there day in, day out, and could observe what's actually happening in the water. So by sharing those knowledge and having that two-way conversation and learning is absolutely very important.
I think it's good for traditional owners and researchers to work together to take care of country the right way, but also see it from two different perspectives.
We've been setting up the wet labs and the dry labs. We've been cleaning out all the hoses and the drains and flushing all of what's been accumulated since nobody's been using it, and just getting the wet lab going. We went to go and deploy some pools for coral larvae, so we did about 5 today. These pools are going to hold all the coral larvae for us.
So when we took the larvae pools out, they were in big duffel bags, and we took a generator out to pump them up, but we didn't do that until we was out there on the spot that we were going to put them out on over the reef. Once they were set out, once the eggs and everything were in there, we had to drag it along from the back of the boat on top of the reef. So that's why we picked the spots that we picked, because it was spots that needed to be taken care of to bring back the corals.
We do a lot of Western approaches to try and figure out ecologically where coral reefs need restoration. And then another key aspect of the project is we're selecting reefs and areas that is important to traditional owners.
Right now we are actually settling the swimming larvae down back to the substrate so that they become baby corals, and we are putting them into seeding devices. And over the next few days we'll be putting them back into the habitat where they're meant to be. What everyone wants is to be able to make a difference. So at AIMS, we are developing techniques to try and restore the reef and help it recover from climate change and coral bleaching. And I'm pretty sure all the rangers and the interns and the traditional owners of the country that we're on, and also all other sea countries in Australia, wants that to be the same. So being able to care for country, being able to help it recover, and allowing for the reefs to sustain in future years to come, so that generations that follow us could enjoy it as we have done so.
What I hope to see coming out of this project, I want to see more Indigenous people looking after country. Being an Indigenous person myself, I've always had this passion to help people do what I do as well. I just want to see more Indigenous sea rangers looking after country. So getting them out there doing all that is the key sort of focus for me.
It's important for me so I can teach the next generation that's coming up to take care of country, no matter where you're at or what CA group you are. I want to show that to the younger generation coming up, I want to teach my kids. I've got 2 kids of mine, so I want to teach them and let them learn about country, sea and land, so they can teach that to their kids, you know, so take that down generation to generation.
I'm hoping to take back what I learned from this experience, take it back home, use the same resources and knowledge on our sea country, but also to teach the next generation and take back to our elders what we've learned.
The importance to me is that it helps me further my knowledge and what I can learn and teach, especially to our youngers, and help them, get them out there and encourage them to become researchers or be sea rangers and work out in sea country.
Together, we're connected, we can do this, and we need to be together to do this.